Hello everyone, I'm Masayuki Harada from Fujitsu. I'm a software engineer mainly for base stations. I've been working on OAI since 2017. Today, I'd like to talk about our Fujitsu's achievement with OAI 5G and some other mobile network community activities in Japan as well. First, I'd like to tell you our Fujitsu's activities with OAI. Fujitsu has joined OAI and has developed OAI since 2017. Since that, we kept focusing on software quality and maintenance. We have introduced continuous integration (CI) to improve and stabilize the quality of OAI. We also tested OAI by load test and field test and provided feedback from the test results. We also have added some of LT functionalities. Last year, we successfully shipped our first commercial LT products using OAI. You can find this product architecture in this diagram. This is the SXGP system using unlicensed band in Japan. BBU software was developed over OAI. In addition to the LT protocol stack using OAI, we have developed features for SXGP and OAM features. We use the radio with distributed antenna. I was talking about LT activities. However, since last year, we've been working on OAI 5G as well. As a member of 5G standalone developers, we are implementing mainly upper layer in order to realize attach through with COTS UE. I'd like to introduce Fujitsu's achievement in 5G standalone development. This is a diagram showing the parts developed by Fujitsu with 5G standalone. I said we developed upper layer, but in fact we did for NZAP and RRC. Additionally, we developed ITTI simulator for message validation. Then we had an integration test between 5G core. This is a simulator that can send C-plane messages directly between GNB and New Radio UE as ITTI messages. Moreover, we developed a part of F1C for CU-DU split. After we have merged the code that was developed by the other standalone developers, we Fujitsu had validation tests of OAI with OAI New Radio UE plus COTS UE. All issues found in these validation tests has been shared among standalone developers. We also tested with Huawei's commercial smartphone to attach. There are some troubles by different behavior depending on the device, but finally we succeeded to attach and pin to Huawei's commercial smartphone. Let me show you the actual video clip of commercial UI's connection to our 5G standalone network. The left side console is for 5G core, and right side one is for OAI Z and B. First, we initiate 5G core nodes. Then we start OAI ZMV. Now when you turn off the flight mode, this UI attached to the network and you can find 5G mark over there. Of course, you can ping. This is ping uplink UE to network. Also, you can ping downlink that in network to UE on this console. This is our FUJITSU's further plans for OAI 5G development. First one is RRC message extension. Currently, we are planning to develop some messages, such as re-establishment, phasing, and release. Second one is to improve the stability of OAI. We will ensure the stable repetitive connection multiple UEs. Additionally, we also validate more and more UEs that can connect with OAI. Lastly, we are planning to have connectivity validation tests with another ZMV and COTS UEs in standalone and non-standalone network. Of course, we are happy to give you the feedback of these validation test results. Next, what I'd like to share with you is about the mobile network community in Japan called Open Mobile Network Infra Community, also known as OMNI. OMNI is a community in Japan to cover all major mobile network open source software to exchange various information and to have networking among engineers. For example, in this Omni, they are discussing these various mobile network open source softwares. As of 14th June, the total number of members is 269. In Omni, there are three mainly activities. They are periodically having meet-up and hands-on to share useful information about open source software and building strong good relationship among them. As you know, we are now having COVID-19, so the main place of community activities is Slack. Moreover, they are utilizing GitHub to provide open source software activity training to anyone who are new to open source software. When you see mobile network open source software community in Japan, we can find three challenges. First, we have no good forum to exchange information and discuss across open source software communities. Second, we have no better place for newbie to consult or ask questions with domestic engineers. And finally, this is the Japanese specific problem. But Japanese engineers tend to avoid accessing non-Japanese materials or information. So in order to involve more engineers into the open source software, we need to provide Japanese translation. Omni has been established to ease these challenges, and Omni aims to establish co-creation relationship and ecosystem among engineers involved with mobile network open source software. In this Omni community, we keep advertising OAI. In some Meetup or Slack, we have introduced OAI and provided the latest topics. The screenshot on the left shows the introduction of OAI at a Meetup event. In this event, we shared OAI introductions and information in Japanese. Additionally, we held OAI hands-on session to let participants run OAI in their PC. The screenshot on the right is from the hands-on event. We asked participants to prepare their own environments and confirm attach and U-frame traffic while actually operating commands together. The repetition sounds quite good, I think. They requested us to provide more about OAI 5G information. So I believe their expectation is very high. I'd like to show my gratitude to all of standalone developers. We had a, we had a lot of trouble. For example, Margin. However, we could overcome these difficulties, and we have achieved to have a successful attach in standalone. Of course, we still have some problems, but we are very happy to cooperate with our standalone developers. Lastly, let me give you my message. In this presentation, I told you the mobile network community in Japan. I always feel their high expectation for OAI. I hope that more developers and users will join us. To meet their expectations, we still need to work harder to increase software quality. Fujitsu will continue to provide the quality of OAI. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions and comments, please give us. Thank you.